Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Huge shout out to all the subscribers here at the channel. We're going to have a big live stream coming up later on, so make sure to hit the notification button. It'll let you know as soon as it begins. Now, today we're looking at one of the unsolved locations in Red Dead Redemption 2. Recently, during the live streams, we've been visiting some very mysterious spots, doing some investigations, and I recently came across this one between the V and the E in New Hanover. Now, not too far away, there's an alien abduction site, so it might have something to do with that. But let's take a closer look. You can find 3 dead bodies. One in the middle is only a half body. It does stand out that this one has a cross in his hand. Interesting. Now, if you look below him, you can find a set of crutches. So has this body been here so long that maybe an animal took the bones, or perhaps he is just a guy who only had half a body? Is that even possible? Actually, it looks like there's a 4th body, so there's 1 there, and then 3 right here. Now, here's something else that stood out. They have some moonshine. They were sipping on some moonshine. Looks like there's a chest here as well. Now, I have not opened this probably since when I first started playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I've not been here since then. I don't even know what we can find. Aha! Gorma rum. So they have the cross in their hands, but perhaps they were alcoholics? I don't know. It's really hard to tell. I guess back in the era of Red Dead Redemption 2, everybody was probably sipping on something. So nothing else really stands out. We're going to come back in online to see if it's exactly the same. And there's one other location that we have to visit in this video that I find extremely mysterious. So you've got some water, I guess. It looks like maybe they were looking for gold. Not exactly sure what's going on here. If you guys have any theories, any ideas about what happened to these guys, definitely let me know in the comments section below. Maybe they were keeping some horses along with them. Either way, they're not here now. So let's go ahead and come back as our online protagonist in Red Dead Online. Here we are. Do me a huge favor, hit the like button. It really helps out. So the events in online happened well before what we just saw with John Marston. So these dead bodies have been here for a very long time. Now, one thing that I noticed is while you have this half man holding a cross, this one, instead, is holding a flask. I feel like Rockstar is telling us something with these dead bodies, but I can't figure it out. You got the crutches. They were in the same exact spot. I saw some clothespins down here as well, some canisters. Now, you got a pitchfork, so was one of these guys a farmer? Maybe the devil just left his pitchfork behind. Could be. Maybe the strange man. So you got the same amount of dead bodies. There is no chest, so it's not completely identical, but I believe everything is the same in both online and single player. This is probably a secret or some sort of reference. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts about exactly what it is. It does remind me of the Survivor tent. If you guys have the Survivor theme with your camp, you can get a tent that looks exactly like that. So, does that mean that these guys are survivors? Maybe they were abducted. Something happened here, and we got to get to the bottom of it. So much love again, guys. That is the first location that I believe goes unknown. We have to head to West Elizabeth. I'll meet you guys at Fort Riggs. I have to say, this is one of the most depressing locations in the game. The fort is completely trashed. And then right outside of it, you can find all these crosses. And that seems to be the lowest quality cross that you can make. And there's a ton of them right next to each other. It's pretty sad. Now, in story mode, inside the fort, you can find a letter that has a crazy secret message. I'm going to show you that in a moment. But if you go uphill from the fort, you can find one grave that is the complete opposite of the low-grade graves we find next to the fort. This one seems to be some sort of chief, or at least somebody who is extremely high-ranking. Now, you can see that many people died there, but how come this grave seems to be so different? I've not found any kind of backstory or any storyline to who this could be, but I have a feeling that they are connected to Fort Riggs. Look at that, guys. You got the skull, the feathers. I believe that might be a condor or some sort of hawk, bird of prey feather there. If you take a torch to the grave in story mode, you get bad honor. I don't think that happens in online. Let's try it out. Fire in the hole. No, so you don't get bad honor. Not sure if we can really trigger anything here, but it does have to have some sort of symbolism, considering it's right next to Fort Riggs. So let's look at the hidden message. That'll give you perhaps a better idea about who this really is. You have a schoolhouse. And inside the schoolhouse, this is where you can find the spelling bee letter. And that is where the mystery begins, guys. So it looks like this place is pretty messed up. And on that letter, it seems to be nothing. I'm sure a lot of you guys picked it up just thinking nothing of it. It turns out that there's something massive that is hidden within. So huge shout out to Kimchi Traveler, one of the members of the Trippy fam. I also want to give a huge shout out to all the new subscribers here at the channel, because we did do this live. We're trying to investigate a lot of the biggest mysteries in the game live, so that way all you guys can help. But Kimchi was a massive help in this case, so huge shout out to her. Let's bring up the dialogue here. It says English spelling practice. So check this out. It makes no sense. Writing attentive, zero ice, young, age, civilization. It's just a bunch of words. And it's made out so that way you think it's just a practice sheet for a spelling bee. I'm sure all you guys in school did the spelling bee. You basically just repeated the words so that way you memorized how exactly to spell them. But none of these words are really too difficult. Mother, heavy, anyone. I guess considering it is Native Americans and they're trying to teach them English, maybe they don't want to give them that hard of words. But in this case, I mean, this is definitely not a spelling bee. It seems to be something hidden. If you take out all the first letters from these words, it makes up the hidden message. Waziah comes with winter breath. His trees stand guard, whispering all night that we sleep in our graves. Father fought and died so quickly. Mother dies slow. To give you guys a better understanding of the riddle, I brought up the Red Dead Wiki and the Fort Riggs page. Let's zoom in because they have it written out for us. It says, Waziah comes with winter breath. His trees stand guard, whispering all night that we sleep in our grave. Father fought and died so quickly. Mother dies slow. So what does that mean, guys? His trees stand guard. And right here, father fought and died so quickly. Mother dies slow. They say Waziah may be the northern god or god of the north. Kimchi did write me saying that it does match up to the riddle. Father dies quickly and mother dies slow. The fathers, or the men, died quickly because they were hung, and then the mothers were left to live in the internment camps with the children, dying of disease very slowly. So it's an extremely sad story. There's a hidden piece of dialogue here in Red Dead Redemption 2. You have to find a random guy out in the woods. Listen to what he tells us. You have to find this guy somewhere near Van Horn, and then he asks for a bottle. Give it to him, because that will unlock the hidden dialogue. He'll tell you all about Fort Riggs.
You're a place called Fort Riggs? South of Strawberry.
Oh, we've heard of it.
Captain, Indians penned in there like cattle. I ain't know what's worse. Seeing the ones we killed or watching the other ones die. The slow way.
Oh, come on.
Well, they pay well. Them government boys. But the money don't last long.
Screw this guy. How could you live with yourself?
That's what you did. Sticks around.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't know the feeling.
I was a young man then, but I still see them faces clear as yesterday.
The truth comes out. We know exactly what happened at the fort and the dark history, but the question remains, who is buried at the grave site nearby? It does face directly towards Blackwater, so does it have something to do with the fort, or maybe the events in Blackwater before the storyline began? Let me know what you guys think. Once again, hit the like button, it really helps. Subscribe if you are new, drop a comment, and stay on standby for the live stream coming up later on tonight. So much love, guys. I'll catch you in another new video. We got plenty of live streams this week here at the channel. Stay tuned, and more importantly, as always, make sure to stay trippy, my friends. Y'all come back now, you hear?